talk about something that happened yesterday, and it's something new that I'm experiencing, of course, because I'm still going through the different stages of grief. And so yesterday I had a stupid mundane little errand to run, and so I normally get up and go to the gym at like 6, and I gym from 6 to 7, and then after 7 I normally go home and get ready to work at the salon. But yesterday I needed to send back a dress for my friend's wedding, and so UPS doesn't open until 8 o'clock. So I got done with the gym at 7, and then I went over and got a tanning package. And then I got done with that about 7:15, so then I waited in the parking lot of UPS for 45 minutes for them to open. Well, 8 o'clock came and went, and then 8:15 came and went, and 8:30 came and went, and I am the most punctual person ever. Like I'm so time oriented, and I get really frustrated when my clients aren't on time, and I certainly am never late. And so I found myself getting pissed off that they weren't there, and I had to sit down and be like, okay, maybe they're going through something. Like, me waiting for them to open isn't that big of a deal. I don't work until 10, so maybe there's like an excuse or a reason why they're not there. So I was trying to talk myself down because I felt myself getting really mad over this stupid little thing. But what had happened was, as I was sitting in the parking lot, I was scrolling through Facebook, and that on this day thing popped up, and it was a picture of me and my dad from a couple years ago, and memories of that day came flooding back, and it made me feel emotional. But me being who I am, I just kind of shoved those feelings back in and focused on them not being open when they said they would be open. And so I couldn't wait there anymore, so I was all kind of mad, and I drove home, and I was telling my friend how upset I was that they were not open when I was sitting there waiting for over an hour. And then it was Snapchat, so I had time to like think before I said anything. And then I was sitting there like feeling this fury in my chest about how angry I was because of them. But then I had to be like, why are you so mad over something so trivial? Like, this little thing, why are you letting it affect you so much? And when I actually made myself think for a second, I was like, it's not about UPS. I miss my dad, and it's normal, and that's okay. But it took me to consciously try to figure out like why something so small was blown up so big in my head. And it had nothing to do with UPS. I was projecting an emotion onto something else. And I just thought it was kind of important to make a video on this, because I don't know if it's like our society or what, but we're taught to like just get through the day, do what you have to do, stay busy, work hard, blah, blah. But it's okay to be sad. It's okay to look inside yourself and try to figure out why you're upset. Like, people aren't just assholes. Like, I was being an asshole in my head to the UPS people, but it had nothing to do with them. And so, for one, I just want to say it's okay to have feelings. 2, it's really good when you're getting pissed off to stop for a second before you open your mouth or say something rude and go, why? Why is this a big deal? Thirdly, if someone else is being an asshole to you, don't react. Take a moment and be like, what are they going through today? Do they need someone to just say, hey, are you okay? Or a hug, or some space. If someone is being mean, don't be mean back, because you never know what they're going through. Maybe they haven't reached this part of their life where they can stop and think, why am I upset? And how do I fix it? And so what I had done is I started to cry as soon as I admitted to myself that I was sad because my dad was gone, and that picture had triggered an emotional response to me. I cried. And that is healthy. That is okay. It is okay to feel. It is okay to cry. It is okay to be like angry that someone has been taken from you. But what's not okay is putting that on somebody else or acting like an asshole towards somebody else because of what you're going through. So from that point forward, I took a shower and I let myself have a good shower cry, which is always like a good relief. It's healthy to do that. It's healthy to get that emotion out there. And then when I got out of the shower, I was still kind of funky, and I was kind of debating with myself, or like trying to calm myself down, be like, this is a bad minute, not a bad day. Like, this is a bad morning, but it doesn't have to be a bad day. And what I really didn't want is for a client to come into the salon and feel my feelings and then their day be affected in a negative way. So I just thought to myself, like, what can I do to calm me down? And so, for one, I told my friend Sarah what I was going through, so that way I wasn't alone in it and I could get somebody, like, I didn't want her to feel sad for me, but it's a big step for me to admit that's something, that I'm sad and that I miss my dad. That's a huge step for me to be honest with myself. And so I told her what I was going through because she's my best friend. And then what I had done is I made myself a nutritious breakfast. I brewed myself some mint tea because my stomach was all in knots. I sat down with like a salt lamp, my nutritious breakfast, my tea, and I sat down in the silence. I put my phone down and I just started to like breathe and be thankful to be alive. I was thankful that I was healthy. I was thankful that I was able to eat this nutritious meal. I was thankful that I was able to take these deep breaths. And I just kind of practiced gratitude for a second and tried to like bring my anxiety down so I could get through the day. And so after I ate my breakfast, it was 10 o'clock. And my first client was going to be late. And so I knew that I had about till 10:30 to get my shit together. And so what I had done is I gave myself permission from 10 to 10:15 to feel the feelings and then to wind down and then start over at 10:15. I wasn't saying, no, Rebecca, don't feel these feelings, or no, Rebecca, calm down or suppress the feelings. I gave myself permission, but I gave myself a time frame. From 10 to 10:15, I listened to like a guided meditation, and I will link that in the description because it's not your normal meditation. It's a fuck that meditation, and it's called the honest meditation, and it's freaking great because it is like release the bullshit of the day. I'll link it in the description, and you can get it on their app, or they even have some YouTube little like 3-minute clips of it. But I allowed myself to feel the feelings, to breathe, to be calm, to reset my mind for the day, and to let myself know that it's okay. And I feel like that was such a big step for me that I needed to share it with the YouTubes, because if you're going through something traumatic, it doesn't have to be like the death of a parent. But if something happens in your day and it really pisses you off, try to figure out if it really was that thing that pissed you off or if it's something deeper than that. And then once you figure it out, instead of having a bad day, have a bad moment. Allow yourself to feel, to think, to process it, and then get on with your day and have a good day. Like yesterday could have been awful. I could have told every client about what was happening. I could have been super negative all day. I could have been sad. I could have cried, but I didn't. You can't, or you can do that, but I shouldn't do that. I don't want to be that kind of person. I want to be uplifting. I want to make people feel good, and I can't do that unless I feel good. So I just wanted to stop and record that little thing that happened yesterday, a little story time for you, and just kind of reflect, because I think that allowing yourself to feel the feelings but giving yourself a time limit was an awesome idea. Like, I set an alarm on my phone, it went off, I'm like, okay, let's get the salon ready, let's start the day different. And I feel good today. And I feel like if I were to allow myself to be negative all day, to go to bed sad and feel negative feelings, I would have woken up the same way. And that's a choice you have to make. Everything is a choice. And it's up to you to make the one that's going to positively affect your day and the days of everyone around you. So just stop for a minute and take care of yourself. Have that healthy breakfast. Drink some tea. Surround yourself with things that calm you down, things that you love. Like, go get a hug from somebody. Like with me, I sat down and I pet my animals. Like, they make me feel good, they calm me down. And it's okay to do that. So hopefully you can take something from that and maybe practice what I just said. Like, give yourself permission and give yourself time. All you can do is take that bad moment and have a bad moment. Don't have a bad day. It's up to you. You have the choice. So, have a good day, you guys.